Manchester United is a club that's never shy to make a splash in the transfer market by signing big names. Over the past 10 years, they've dropped a whopping £1.3 billion on transfers, a figure only topped by Manchester City. However, United have the highest net spend in world football, significantly more than the likes of PSG and Juventus. However, many of their signings can hardly be considered a result of careful planning. In recent years, the team has earned a reputation for making some truly horrible and disappointing signings, leaving a long trail of high-profile flops in their wake. One of those high-profile flops was Angel Di Maria. Di Maria had played for Benfica and Real Madrid before his move to Old Trafford. He'd won 7 major trophies during those 2 spells spanning 7 years, which included a Champions League triumph in his last season at the Bernabeu. The winger contributed 51 goals and 113 assists in 311 games for Benfica and Madrid. It seemed like a genuine coup when Van Gaal signed him for a British record transfer fee of £59.7 million in the summer of 2014, his first in charge of United.
I'm very pleased that we can have such a class player in our squad.
It seemed like an excellent move for all parties, but Di Maria struggled to settle. He considered Van Gaal the worst coach of his career. His wife moaned to the press. He argued with Wayne Rooney and scored just 4 goals in his only season at the club, which was an unbridled disaster. Di Maria is now regarded by most as the worst signing in the club's history. In this video, we rewind the clock and look at how it all went spectacularly wrong for Di Maria and United. A false dawn. After Di Maria's unforgettable heroics in Real Madrid's 2014 Champions League victory, the Red Devils saw an opportunity to secure the services of the Argentine magician and eagerly made him the centerpiece of their summer transfer window. United splashed a whopping £59.7 million on his signature amidst wild excitement and high expectations from fans. When Di Maria made his debut for Manchester United at Turf Moor in late August 2014, he was an otherworldly presence on the field. Operating on the left side of a midfield trio, he roamed the flank and charged through the heart of the pitch with the ball at his feet, looking as if he had been beamed down from a higher realm of the beautiful game. Every moment, every touch exuded the confidence of a true world beater. Here, finally, was a number 7 worthy of the shirt, the kind of player who would get the crowd on their feet. The following game against Leicester saw one of the goals of the season. Di Maria ghosted into the box, the pass from Rooney perfectly weighted. Without taking a touch, Di Maria let the ball roll, steadied himself and sumptuously chipped the stranded and towering figure of Kasper Schmeichel. There was an air of arrogance around Di Maria as he celebrated the goal. United would go on to squander a 3-1 lead as Leicester smashed 4 past United in the second half, a telling sign of things to come for United and Di Maria. Gradually, Di Maria's star began to dim. A string of injuries, his wife moaning about the weather and food, compounded by the traumatic experience of a home break-in, plunged the Argentine into the depths of a bleak Manchester winter, a world away from the more temperate climes of Madrid. As the clouds rolled in, so too did the doubt and disappointment. You cannot dribble. Di Maria's frustration was palpable for himself and those around him. 2 particular incidents serve as defining moments of his disappointing stint with Manchester United. The first was his sending off against Arsenal, a seminal moment in his downward spiral.
Manchester United are down to 10 players. Angel Di Maria has been sent off. Did he push the referee?
Yet, this was merely the icing on the cake of a problem that had been brewing for some time. It's easy to understand why Di Maria may have felt stifled by the officials in England, who offered him far less protection than he was accustomed to in Spain. However, he didn't exactly help himself either. While the Premier League is certainly no paragon of virtuous behaviour on the field, Di Maria's exaggerated dives stood out in a manner that was unique to his time in England. He drew unwanted attention to himself himself and became a target of criticism. The frustration during the Arsenal match was not solely due to the officials, but was rooted in Di Maria's inconsistent performances and perhaps his manager's reaction to them. The game against Arsenal followed 2 matches in which Di Maria had been substituted early, once at half-time and once after 60 minutes for the promising Adnan Januzaj. The Argentine was feeling the pressure, and it showed. Louis van Gaal's patience with Di Maria's wavering form finally wore thin. While it was understandable for the manager to reach his limit, he also bears some accountability. Consistently switching Di Maria between positions and systems disrupted the player's chances of finding a consistent rhythm on the pitch. The Argentine was left feeling unsure of his role, and the effects showed on the field. The match against Crystal Palace in November 2014 remains a defining moment in Angel Di Maria's time at Manchester United. Despite the Red Devils securing a slender 1-0 victory, it was a laborious night for supporters as they watched the Argentines' attempts to create opportunities on the pitch. In the aftermath of the game, Louis van Gaal voiced his dissatisfaction with Di Maria's performance, saying, "Sometimes you cannot dribble, so you have to make it a passing game. And Di Maria is not a player who wants to give a pass every time he gets the ball. He lost the ball a lot, and that was not good for the balance of the team." From then on, the once coveted signing of Angel Di Maria was no longer seen as a beacon of promise for Manchester United, but instead became another costly and failed transfer. Unfulfilled potential. Di Maria may not have set the pitch ablaze in his only season with Manchester United, but he was a catalyst in the team's resurgence towards qualifying for the Champions League. His impact was felt in tight matches as 13 precious points were earned through his goals and assists in games that were won or drawn by a solitary goal. He led United in assists, and he created plenty of chances that did not result in goals. Despite not being at his absolute best, he still made a difference. Despite the initial excitement surrounding his arrival, Angel Di Maria's time at Manchester United was a huge letdown. Louis van Gaal had high hopes that he would be the catalyst for a new era of success. However, after playing alongside superstars like Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, Di Maria crumbled under the pressure of being the team's focal point. His time at Old Trafford was a far cry from the expectations set for him. Di Maria's underwhelming stint with the Red Devils was all the more irksome due to his immense skill and potential, leaving fans longing for the electrifying player they knew he could be. When Paris Saint-Germain came calling in the summer of 2015, the Red Devils saw an opportunity to cut their losses and offloaded Di Maria for £44 million. Since his departure from United, Di Maria has emerged a triumphant victor, quelling the skeptics and naysayers with his sterling success. His 5 Ligue 1 titles are a testament to his exceptional talent, and as a cornerstone of Argentina's World Cup winning team in 2022, he's solidified his status as a true football superstar. Unfortunately, that's not how most United fans will remember him.